Wesley Parker Wells.
Wesley!
Welcome to the family.
Just wanted to make this video for you for your wedding, so we decided we're gonna do a little trivia fact.
Because you like trivia a lot,
We love trivia, so it's perfect.
it makes sense.
So the question we have is, what baseball player hit his first home run in Fayetteville,
Not the Fayetteville you're
North
thinking
Carolina,
of. North Carolina.
hit his first home run on March 7th, 1914.
Wesley Parker Wells. When your dad and I found out we were expecting you after we'd been married only about 4 months, we were thrilled, an almost instant family.
I wanted to take some time and let you know how much I already appreciate you and the love that you have for Kristen. I know we've only met once in person, but nonetheless, I can see how evident your love is for her and that you are there to care for her, and vice versa. But I'm excited, and I'm just feeling really blessed that my best friend gets you. So
What I
congratulations.
admire most about you is your intentionality in Kristen's life and your intention of place, to just be there and support and be involved in community, and to know that that was such an important part of her current role, and to just step up.
Hey Wesley!
You're about to get married!
We're so excited for you and Kristen and your future together.
We're so happy that a super smart,
Baseball loving,
thoughtful,
caring,
witty,
awesome brother like you has found your perfect match.
we love you! We're wishing you the best of luck! Bye!
As I think about how my life has been impacted by you, I think about your impact on the life of our ministry here at Wesley, and how you joined our story when we were very small. We were a brand new ministry launch, and trying to get our footing and begin to create a community where people would find a spiritual home. And I look at the tremendous growth that happened over the tenure of your time in college, and even beyond that, and so many faces that I see in the room today directly related to you and to your hospitality, or persons who are related to persons who I know to have been here because of your hospitality. And so that legacy carries on, and that extension of love that you made in this place continues to unfold, and I'm very grateful for the impact and the influence that you had here.
Passion for things, that has been very evident to me already. Your passion for the church has really made an impact on me, church history, not just to know it, but to have it really change your heart and your mind and what you know and believe about God. I admire that. Your passion for sports, specifically the Arkansas Razorbacks. It's the wrong team, but I can appreciate some passion for your hometown and for the University of Arkansas. Your passion for people is already coming through. Your willingness to serve and to be with people is evident, and I really admire it.
A girl specialist!
You are a great example of what it means to be a true and genuine friend. And I was so glad to meet you in college and have all those experiences with you all 4 years going through that, all the sporting events, bright and early in the morning, to just having time to hang out and bond. And I was so excited that you could be there to stand by my side on my big day, and I am glad that I get the opportunity to be by your side on your big day. I'm incredibly happy for you, Wesley. Congratulations.
Found someone that she can live with that will make her happy and support her ministry 3 years. And we know things could change in that respect, but the fact that you've supported her this far in her ministry means the world to us. And we know it means a lot to Kristen.
Is how intentional you are and have been with Kristen and with her family and with her relationships and friends and stuff. Like, I just knew from the start when she was talking about you and all the things that you were doing, like, you were very purposeful and doting, and she and you have just already become like one. And it's really awesome to see.
More than anything, what I cherish is the conversation in which you told me that being a part of a campus ministry with a lead who was female had prepared you to come alongside Kristen and to be her life mate and her partner in ministry, as she is a female in ministry, and that meant the world to me. And I do very much believe that God brought your journeys together, and that He intends to do wonderful ministry through both of you and through you together. And so I'm excited for both of you. We love you, and we wish you the very best, God's richest blessings. And I'll be eager to watch how the journey unfolds for you.
It was immediately clear from the moment that I met you that you were a man of principles, a man of integrity, a man of character. You have a passion for what is right, and it is evident in the way that you live your life. I admire that in you. It's so easy to let apathy get in the way of ethics and morality, but you do not allow that. I can count on your desire to do the godly thing, and you do not disappoint.
Being Wesley's father obviously has impacted my life in many ways. From learning to be a father to becoming a friend, it has been a wonderful experience. I think the thing that has surprised me the most as Wesley has grown is how much alike we are. From our faith to baseball to mathematics, we share many interests and enjoy talking in depth about those interests. I admire Wesley for the man of faith that he has become and is becoming, and for the wise decisions that he is making in his life, especially marrying Kristen.
All right, we have a joke for you.
How does a boy goat be turned into a bunny? Because it could go into a house.
Oh, wow.
Can you have a video of me saying that?
Yeah, go back over by the wall and say, "Congratulations, Wesley."
Congratulations.
Say, "Can't wait to see you guys."
Can't wait to see you guys.
You've been a part of everything that shapes who I am today. You were there when I watched my first Disney movies. Actually, I believe you were the one who would wake me up way too early on Saturday mornings to force me to watch your favorite, Sleeping Beauty or Mulan. You were by my side as I inhaled my first musicals, laughing with me at that one line in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat over and over as we'd rewind the VHS to listen to it again and again. Your influence swung me a spot on as the youngest member on our Destination Imagination team, where we counter-starred in skits as unforgettable characters such as the adorable lamb, me, and Mootilda the cow, you. You wore a wig and it was hilarious. Kristen, I have pictures if you haven't seen them. We even started...
I think you know that Kristen feels like she waited a long time for her Prince Charming to come along. She always thought she would only have one boyfriend ever, and we prayed for you for a long time before we ever knew your name. When she was in college, she wrote on her Tumblr blog that while she felt she was ready for a serious relationship, it had finally occurred to her that maybe God was still working on him. I know you're a math major, so I know you can figure out that you were probably 16 or 17 years old whenever she wrote that. So I'm guessing that perhaps God still had some work to do on you. And we're just so glad that he did that, and that you allowed yourself to be molded into the man that he wants you to be.
Beyond just the trivia aspect of our friendship, but just I've just really noticed just how you handle yourself. Just like I said, just with respect and thoughtfulness, and that's something I really would like to build more into my life as well. I just wish you a long life of health and happiness with
Wesley! Tomorrow is the big day. You are getting married to the beautiful Kristen Attic. I bet you are just super excited and overwhelmed with just what all is going to take place tomorrow. So
his knowledge, his wealth of knowledge, but that's a gimme. I think I would have to say it would be his love.
Wesley is our first grandchild. The day he was born, I felt a depth of love I have never experienced. I guess you could say, in the words of Dr. Seuss, that my heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Whenever Kristen told me that she'd been talking to someone, she just said, he's something special. He just really ticks all the boxes. several years after that blog post. She met you, and the relationship went really fast, as you know. And it came to our realization that there was an amazing connection with your family in Arkansas and our next door neighbor in Ann Arbor, Michigan. That Mike Rogers, our next door neighbor's mother, had worked with your grandfather in his pediatric office for decades, 2 or 3 decades, and Mike Rogers had been our neighbor since Kristen was 5 years old. And when we realized that, I said to Kristen, I said, you know what that means, Kristen? That means God knows where you are, and He's known the whole time. And it just again underscored that you were the person that He had planned for her life, and has given you a heart for her, and seen just what a very special person she is.
Steadfast, courageous, determined. Wesley is
Your time in coming, and I labored overnight, and Dad and Uncle Jojo figured out how to use the new video camera, and at 9:36 a.m. Wednesday, October 12th, you arrived, and our lives would never be the same.
For being a friend to me, and I'm so excited for you and Kristen on your.
We even started taking voice lessons together. I'll never forget your rendition of Sherry by the Four Seasons. And Kristen, that video definitely still exists somewhere. Your legacy as my older brother forced me to become as studious as I did in school, as I had to work so much harder to just seem as smart as you were. It seems that everything that matters the most to me stems from experiences we shared together. 6 DI skits, 3 marching band shows, 2 casts of the best Christmas pageant ever, countless viewings and quotings of cool runnings, and the start of a legacy of Wells family valedictorians later, I find that what I admire most about you is not your brilliance, your trivia knowledge, your willingness to participate, your ability to laugh at yourself, or even your passion. No, what I admire most about you is your deep care for everything and everyone around you. I used to roll my eyes when you'd make me respond, "I love you too," in the middle of an otherwise completely uneventful conversation. But every random "I love you," every overprotective plea for me to back away from the edge of a cliff that I was totally not going to fall off of, every text about Hamilton or Disney movies or something else you know I care about, lets me know every day that my big brother's heart is filled with love. Lucky Kristen. I love you, Wesley. Congrats on your marriage tomorrow.
Say how thankful I am that I had the opportunity to meet you and get to know you a little bit. I'm thankful for you and Kristen and your relationship, and that you make her so happy, because I love to see my friend happy.
First of all, you've been such a great teammate. Sinister Six represent. You're someone I enjoy and am in awe playing trivia alongside. And on the flip side, I would be terrified to play trivia against you.
How you've been such a good leader already in her relationship and involved her family and her friends. Like, you've taken us on as your own, and we've taken you in as well because we love you.
Thank you for having such a profound impact on me over the last 5-6 years now. I appreciate you being a friend for me and listening to me cry in your truck on our way to the Razorback game. I appreciate you being the friend who tells me to seek out the best and to never let somebody bring me down, and to only have positive impacts in my life. Thank you for caring about me and being a true
You are the one that made me a mom, and you taught me how to be a mom, Wesley. You always held me to high standards and expected much of me, just as I did of you. We grew and we matured together, and soon your siblings came along to sharpen us both and to add joy and love to our lives. Your preschool and your school years flew by and were filled with fun and activity, from sports to scouts to band to plays to quiz bowl to destination imagination to school clubs and youth group. You distinguished yourself in every area, especially in the classroom and on the quiz bowl team. Your dad and I were so proud when you received the rank of Eagle Scout and as you delivered the valedictory address at your high school graduation. and all of a sudden, it was over. Your years of living at home and our jobs as full-time parents had come to an end. Once again, life would never be the same. You made the transition to college with ease and excellence. I must admit I was a bit concerned about the practical details of life, laundry and keeping up with your stuff and changing your sheets in a timely fashion, but you managed beautifully. And I was so proud of how you were achieving in your classes and how you were expanding your horizons, making good choices, and becoming a faithful member and leader in the U of A Wesley College ministry. We had given you wings and you had soared. And the transition to the real world seemed effortlessly for you as well. You secured a job in the fall of your senior year, so as parents, we didn't have to bite our nails or worry about what you were going to do after graduation. Dad and I happily accompanied you to Memphis to look for an apartment, then returned to help you move and get settled. You began working hard at your new job and made finding a church home a priority. And once again, I was a proud mom because you always put first things first. God and your faith and family and dedication to school or work. I think that's the secret to your success. And for your life partner, you needed someone who shares these same values and priorities. And God richly blessed you with such a person in Kristen.
The answer is
Babe Ruth.
you probably got that. We're proud of you.
We knew you'd get it, but we'd ask it anyway. It's pretty cool.
Congratulations to you and to Kristen on this, the biggest day of both of your lives up until now, and thank you for having me and the rest of the Sin Six be a part of it and be involved in it as directly as we are. I'm honored and humbled and privileged to be there for both of you this weekend. Hey, it's been a crazy couple years as a trivia team. Got one national championship, going for another here in a couple months, and I just want to say thank you for being such an important part of my life. I love you like a brother. I couldn't imagine doing this with anybody else on this team, especially not you. Hey, congratulations again to both.
Your love for Kristen is very evident. I'm so thankful to get to spend time with you and Kristen and get to know you better. I appreciate your willingness to listen to her and to learn what it looks like to be in a relationship, and so I really admire that. And so I am super excited for you. I love you, buddy, and I'm happy I get to play a small part in the ceremony, but more importantly, your marriage and just to continue that relationship. So enjoy your day, enjoy this moment, and we'll continue to grow closer together. See you, buddy.
Know that I really do love you, and I'm really excited for tomorrow and everything that God has in store for both of you. I don't think that I personally could have picked a better future brother-in-law than
Wesley, we love you so much. We're so thankful for this awesome journey you and Kristen are taking together. We just pray that God blesses you in your new marriage and this new journey. And we're just I'm really excited that we get to be on the sidelines. He gets to be there. I'm crying in Spain, but that's all right. They're happy tears. So
We love you, Wesley.
we love you both.
I'll see you
Congratulations.
See you at the wedding.
See you in the fall.
I think some of the very special things were his faith and the way he shares it with the others, his devotion to his family, his integrity, his loyalty, his kindness to friends that were in need of attention, love, care, and comfort. His celebration of others' successes always, I thought, was
I also
special.
really admire your openness to growth and to learning. One of my favorite things was really last year after my birthday fundraiser and contributing to that you bought Just Mercy, and you really leaned into the content that is, and just racial justice in general. That's something so near and dear to Kristen and I's heart, and I just am really glad that she gets to partner with someone who also cares and
Wish
has
you
a
and
heart.
Kristen nothing but the best of lives together. You two are made for each other. That much is obvious. I look forward to seeing you continue to complement each other as your marriage grows deeper. I love you.
Personal note, thank you so much for the impact that you've made in my life and how you helped me with my math. Spending hours on the phone with me was so generous.
My movers hat on again to get you to St. Louis. but I have enjoyed watching your relationship develop and be centered on God. I'm proud of your choice and can't wait to have another girl in the Wells family. As someone who has watched your life play out from the front row, I cannot wait for the future scenes and acts. They're sure to be entertaining, heart-wrenching, and life-changing.
You're so passionate about things, and you've gotten me passionate about a lot of things, whether it be the Lord first and foremost, baseball, the Hogs, or trivia. You've really had a positive impact on my life, and I'm really thankful for that.
His love of trivia, his love of math, his love of the Cardinals, his love of his friends, his family, his love of life, his love of Kristen, his betrothed.
The way that, for all the reasons that I've mentioned, your dedication to your family, your community, your integrity, and all that. So, once again, congratulations.
Always wearing your sockos, and for always letting me know the updates and the most pertinent information about the Hogs, and for telling me the math and statistics, even when I don't always understand what you're saying. I'm so excited for you and Kristen, and I hope you have the best.
Resolute in getting his degree in mathematics, and that led to good employment. He continued his resolute and steadfast qualities in his long-term, long-distance relationship with Kristen. And here we are today. Wesley, I hope these thoughts confer to you the high esteem in which I hold you. I love you.
Wesley, what I admire most about you is that you were willing to put yourself out there and uproot your whole life. You moved to St. Louis, you found a new job, all of this to pursue a life with Kristen, which I just think is truly incredible. The amount of commitment you showed so early in the relationship, it really solidified to me that you were in this for the long haul and that you were going to take really good care of Kristen. I'm so glad that God chose you to be your husband.
To hear him speak off the cuff and just normal conversation that's never forced. It just comes up when it comes up, and it's inspiring, and I admire his love of everything, but especially his love of God. Wesley, I wish you and Kristen the best.
I also wanted to take a minute to thank you for all the hard work that you've put in, because I know that taking care of Kristen can be a ton of work, and the fact that you continually put up with it and are able to do it so well is just so awesome to me. And welcome to the family.
Remind you just how much we all love you, and I am so thankful that you chose to move to St. Louis to be with our Kristen, and that you chose to build your guys' life together here in St. Louis. It has been amazing to get to know you and to watch you love our Kristen so well. One thing I know about choosing to live here and move here is that it takes a lot of courage to decide to upend your life and come here and do life with a whole brand new bunch of new people. And to do that for Kristen just shows the type of self-sacrificing and courageous
I
love.
can't wait to see how you're going to be as a husband, man. You're just the greatest, and I'm really glad that you've been able to just be a good friend to me. I didn't have a lot of friends when I moved to Arkansas. I didn't know anyone at the University of Arkansas, and just the ability to meet you and build up a friendship with you has been just a great experience, man.
I'm so excited for you guys in this new journey that you're about to embark on, and just take every moment of it and appreciate it. It's going to be hard, it's going to be fun, it's going to be great, but as long as you guys do it together, it will be awesome. Excited for you guys and your big day tomorrow.
Be, Wesley, as you've always been, a man of faith, committed to your family and to your life's work. I love you very much. Blessings to you and your bride.
Honestly, Aaron and I are just so excited that you love to play board games and that that's a hobby that we can share with both of you for years to come. So Wesley, we're so excited for everything to come and so excited to welcome you to the family.
The most important thing for me was watching his joy when he fell in love with Kristen, his very own special love. That was a joy for all that knew him. Wesley, I admire you, I respect you, and I love you. And I'm so excited for the journey in life that you and Kristen are beginning
For
to
that,
share.
I'm grateful that Kristen found you and that you guys chose one another. So can't wait for the many years of continuing to get to know one another and watching you guys grow through marriage. It is absolutely the best, and tomorrow is going to be just the most wonderful, unforgettable day of your life. So congratulations, and I'll see you in the morning.
We're just looking forward to doing life with you, and being your in-laws. It won't always be sunshine and roses, or actually Kristen and I kind of like peonies, sunshine and peonies, but if you keep in his will, we're so excited to see what happens. So congratulations, and once again I must say welcome to the family. Love ya.
Wesley, I can't believe we're almost there. Tomorrow I trade my fiancé title for the privilege of being called your wife. From the moment I met you, I felt safe and cherished. I wasn't always sure that a man besides my dad would ever make me feel that way. I pushed through my early 20s, attending my friends' weddings alone, and celebrating the births of their children with no one by my side. It was all bittersweet because I felt truly joyful for these friends, but secretly wondered if these moments would ever be part of my story. I remember the hope that filled my soul when I met you for the first time. You were different than anyone I'd ever met. You were sweet and smart, gentle and kind, and a whole host of other things I would never have dared to ask God for. You loved Jesus, and better still, you spoke to me like you understood the intrinsic value I had as a daughter of the King. When I was unsure, you always fought for me. Wesley Parker, you are the answer to a prayer I've been praying for a long time. You love me better than I feel I deserve, and I can't wait to be your wife. I love you, sweetheart.